So is the world unprepared or even unwilling to tackle climate change? Joining me again, New York Times columnist Thomas Friedman, the leading climate change skeptic Bjorn Lomborg, and here Jim Hansen of NASA in the studio. That was a pretty stark statement from the lawmaker there, Sanders, in Congress, Tom. That was a pretty stark statement. What has to happen to give an irrefutable look to everybody around the world of the actual science of what's going on? Why isn't there some compendium of scientific fact out there?
Well, you know, all of these climate studies are based on models, and they look at the past, how things developed, and they project into the future. And so no one can say exactly where it's going to go, but we are on one of those paths, Christian. We just don't know which one. Now, what I would simply say is this. If we listen to the climate change scientists like Dr. Hansen, and we prepare for climate change, but climate change doesn't happen. What happens? Well, let's see. We have a cleaner air, cleaner environment. We have a more energy-independent economy, new industries, and global respect. Let's see now. If we listen to Jim Inhofe, the climate deniers, and we don't get ready for climate change, and climate change comes, we're a bad biological experiment. So, like, which part of this sentence don't you understand? I'm a Dick Cheney guy on this. I'm with Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney said if there's a 1% chance that Iraq has a nuclear weapon, we need to take that on. Well, if there's a 1% chance on climate change, just like Cheney said, I'm with Cheney, we need to prepare for it.
All right, let me put up this video then of what everybody probably has seen already, and that is the igloo that was created by Senator Inhofe and his family, basically saying that the snow in Washington, D.C. negates the idea of global warming. So, Bjorn Lomborg.
Christian, can I say one thing about that igloo? That is flat out stupid. In the same week that igloo was being built, it was raining in the Winter Olympics in Vancouver on the downhill ski rack. In Jerusalem, I believe it was 96 degrees one day, and my friend and stockbroker in Maine was playing golf that day, okay? So the fact that it snowed in Washington tells you nothing.
But what it does tell you is that there are very clever ways of that camp using the media.
There are clever ways of making people stupid, yes.